Alright, so I finally did it. It's happening. Today's the day I get to build this thing. I've always wanted like a gaming PC. Not really to game, but just because I've been doing all of my video editing and streaming on this guy, my MacBook Pro. And when I got this, I mainly got it for that purpose, and then doing like my graphic design stuff. And excuse my dirty sleeve, I've been cleaning all morning actually. But I paid $3,000 for this. It's like a 2017 2018 MacBook Pro with the touch bar. It's dirty, but yeah, it hasn't been cutting it for streaming. You can't really do a lot of things that regular PCs can do that are running like Windows. So I finally caved, and since it's quarantine and I had time to plan, I bought all the things that I needed with the help of my homie Mario. He helped me out like to pick everything out, and today the last part is coming. I'm waiting for Windows on a flash drive. I had one of my friends, Alan, ship it out to me, and it's coming tomorrow, but all the hardware is gonna come today. So I'm super nervous. I'm gonna document the experience just in case this flops and something funny comes out of it. But basically this is the build. Got the Ryzen 5 3600X. For my RAM sticks, I got these G-Skill Ripjaws. I believe it's 16 gigs. I got this SSD, 512 gigabytes. And then I believe this is the 2 terabyte hard drive. Yes, it is. Barracuda. And let's see, for my power supply, we're running this 500 watt gold. Pretty straightforward. I mean, all this stuff is supposed to be decent. I mean, the goal was to build around $1,000 build. It came out to like 1,200, almost 1,300, I believe. Graphics card, RTX 2060. Yeah, and then the case. It's already down here. The case, I went with this white NZXT H510, something like that. But yeah, it was a pretty affordable case, and didn't want anything too fancy. It's like really simple. But yeah, I'm just waiting on the motherboard, which is coming anytime now. I went with this Corsair keyboard. Didn't want to do anything RGB because I didn't want to be one of those guys, honestly. And I already had this Corsair mouse pad, and then this Logitech mouse, wireless. But yeah, I'm just gonna document the experience and also rearrange my room. I actually bought this desk for the PC build because my previous desk was too small. Rearranged the whole room. It's looking pretty cool, honestly. And yes, Tilly is no longer with me. He moved with his mother because he was upsetting my allergies, triggering my allergies. So he's no longer with me, and it's really sad, but I get to bump music really loud now, which is like the only good thing that came out of it. And then also, Naomi really knows how to take care of her son, so she's gonna do a good job of that. But yeah, today's build day. Tomorrow should be like software and then overclocking and all that. But yeah, I'm excited. Alright, so I just got the motherboard, the ASRock Ryzen ready. Got my brother in the background for emotional support. All the boxes are open, and I cleared my building space, so I got the tutorial going. So it's about to go down, and then I'll update every once in a while. I don't want to record the actual building. But yeah, got a little confused because usually, like from what I've seen, they have like this case that kind of goes over it, but this one kind of just went in and locked into place, so it should be fine, hopefully. Okay, so I just plugged in the fan. Kind of struggled a little bit with getting these screws down, but yeah, I think that's about right. And then I plugged it in right there. Alright, so I just installed the SSD, and then I realized that I had like an entire like kit. So yeah, that made it so much easier because I was able to find the screwdriver tip that was this size, and then these are magnetic too, so it's gonna make things a lot easier. So next, I believe, are the RAM sticks, which I'm gonna have to find which slots I need to put them into. All right, so the RAM sticks are in. Had to call Mario because I didn't know which slots to put them in because my motherboard's manual is a little wordy. So looking good so far. Okay, so I installed the motherboard. My case only came with one standoff, so I mean all of these lined up 1 2 3 4 5. Yeah, so those 5 lined up, but I mean I probably could have put one right here, but I think as long as it's not touching the case, should be good because it's pretty secure in there. It's got, I mean, 5 out of like 5 6 7 out of 7, because I don't think one fits here. So I mean, yeah, let's hope that's okay. Okay, so the hard drive I put down here, I'm not too sure if it's gonna affect these cables that go in. I guess we'll find out, but I pretty much wanted it really hidden because I mean it will be hidden no matter what, but it's kind of ugly looking. So I want it as far away from the window as possible, but it'll be behind that panel no matter what, so we're good. All right, so I routed, there's 2 fans on my case. I routed them this way. Gonna try to get this one to stay curved somehow like this, and then the other one goes down and then straight in that way. Oh, this is actually a lot of work. Thought I'd give you guys some quality content and show you screwing in the last screw for the power supply. Little one-handed screwing for you. And there, power supply is in. Okay, so I got all of these guys plugged into the motherboard, except I don't think my motherboard supports USB-C, so that cable's kind of just dangling there. But all these little ones, like these LED ones, I'm not sure if I got them correct. I guess we'll find out when I turn it on, if it even turns on. But yeah, I'm gonna move on to doing, I believe, plugging in the rest of these power supply cords. And there's a lot, and it's very confusing, but I'm getting there. Okay, so yeah, what I predicted did happen. I have to take this out and move it up to the top level because the power cable was kind of like bending down there because it was touching the case, this part. So I need to redo the hard drive installation. And I read you're supposed to use the power supply screws that came with. I kind of use these black ones that came with the case just because they look nicer, but I'm not sure if I will change that. But I just like the way it looks solid black, so I don't know. I'm gonna redo this guy real quick. Alright, so I kind of cleaned up what I was doing by rerouting some cables so you can kind of just see the motherboard better. Other than that, I'm about to install this little Wi-Fi connector that I didn't show you guys earlier, but goes right there. Alright, so I installed the Wi-Fi adapter, and it sounded like when I put it in, it sounded like it cracked or something, so I got really scared, but it took me a while to figure out how to get it to fit in. But I mean, it's pretty stable, so I think we're good. And that's the antennas on the back. All right, so the reason I struggled with the Wi-Fi adapter thing was because I didn't remove this plate. I didn't move it out of the way so I could easily have access to this area. So I figured that out while doing the graphics card, which is installed. So I believe now all I have to do is do some cable management to make this look nice, and I should be ready to plug it in and see if it starts. All right, so this is the cable management I kind of went with. It's not the cleanest job, obviously, because it's my first time trying, but I kind of tried to keep everything just in line. Luckily, my case has like this little basement area, so I just kind of shoved most of the cables down there, most of these power ones, but everything else kind of just went up. So there's that side, and then this side. This side looks pretty clean. Just gotta move some things around, but yeah. Now the moment of truth. I'm gonna try to turn this on and see if it works. I'm scared. Okay, so plugged in the keyboard. Pretty cool keyboard, honestly. Wait, the mouse. Gotta plug in the mouse. I'm not sure if it's gonna work since it's a wireless mouse. So I don't know if, you know, right away the computer will pick it up without any drivers installed. So we can still try it out. Okay, so mouse is there, has power, keyboard's connected. Just gotta switch the power supply on. Okay, that's a good sign. The keyboard turned on. And display, I think it turns on automatically. Okay, no, okay, here we go. Moment of truth. Okay, fans are moving. Yes, they are. Okay, yep, all fans are moving. Okay. I don't know. I don't know if it's a channel thing. Let's try this. There it is. I think it works. I'm pretty hyped right now. Insert boot media. Okay, so it seems like everything is in working order from what I can tell. For sure, once I get the Windows installer tomorrow in the mail, we should be good. But yeah, so far, I think it worked. The fans are blowing. I'm hyped. I kind of got excited and did a bunch of stuff without documenting it, but basically, I received the flash drive that Alan sent me with Windows, booted it up with that, installed Windows. I ended up switching monitors too. I had this one that I had bought like a year ago, and then actually less than a year ago, probably last November. And this one I bought off the homie Lewis for like 50 bucks, but I had the computer originally running on this guy, but since it's an older one, it kind of didn't really look that good, so I switched over to this one. The original plan was to do gaming on that guy, this guy, and then have the computer on this, but I don't know. I'm kind of digging the way it's looking on this curved one, and it's slightly bigger too. And so right now, I'm doing Windows updates. I'm going to do all the driver updates right now. In the meantime, enjoying this smoothie that I made and just hanging out. But honestly, this thing came out amazing and everything's running accordingly, so I'm pretty happy about it. So once these drivers get installed, I'm gonna download Steam and it's over. The master race has accepted me with open arms. I'm just kidding though, I'm probably still mostly gonna game on my Xbox, but yeah, that's because all my friends are on it. But yeah, I will update you guys when everything's ready. Just a quick update, I'm currently installing the graphics card driver, and it's not taking too long, so I'm pretty excited. It's all coming together, and also my smoothie is done. It was really good. Make acai smoothies, they'll change your life. Alright, so I downloaded all the drivers. Literally took like an hour. And now I am installing Steam. I'm hoping I do it the right way, because I know a certain way to download this, so that way it's working the best. Alright, so I decided to go over to Blizzard just because I wanted to try out Warzone. I didn't really find anything I wanted to try out on Steam, so just waiting on that to download, and that'll be the moment of truth. Alright, we're coming down to the last few seconds, and it's done. Okay. This is gonna be the first startup. I was drawing, by the way. Let's do this real quick. There we go. There we went. Okay, there we go. Yo. I'm kind of seeing some like jitteriness. I think that's because my monitor isn't the best like monitor for gaming, honestly. I kind of just got it a few months ago, not thinking I was ever gonna game on it, so it's kind of why I guess it's like that. The refresh rate isn't that good, so that's why you can kind of see like jitteriness. But let's check some gameplay out. Okay, yeah, it looks pretty good. Let's see. I mean, you can kind of tell when I go sideways, there's like these little lines that show up. Not sure if that has to do with the refresh rate or something that I can tweak in the settings. So I'm gonna mess around with it, but I mean, yeah, it's, even though I see those lines, it's pretty solid. So I actually went like 2 days without updating you guys on like the progress of what I was doing. I kind of got, once I downloaded the game, I kind of got carried away and I just started playing and downloading other things. But overall, the build came out really good. It's been able to play at like any game that I've tried. The only problem is that my monitor isn't the best. It needs a higher refresh rate, so I'm gonna have to upgrade them to a better monitor. I don't know how soon I'm gonna do that, but I mean, so far, I mean, I've just been trying out different things. I downloaded Warzone, played that. I even downloaded League of Legends. Obviously League of Legends wouldn't be something to like test, you know, how it plays games, but I've tried streaming, but my network's been giving me issues, so that's something separate. But I mean, I haven't had any crashes or anything, so yeah, overall I'm really happy with the build. I've been using it for like 2 days now, 2 full days, so yeah, I don't know. I think this is the video. In the end, I would recommend, if you have the money, build one of these. It's already made my life like so much better. It just does way more than what I had before. No offense to the MacBook. I mean, I'm still gonna use that for like graphic design and other things, but this is probably gonna be my go-to now just because of the power. And yeah, catch me streaming soon on Twitch. My username's the Rebel Way. Other than that, hope you guys enjoyed the video. Okay, so this is after I ended the last clip of the video, the day after, and I've come to like some weird realization. I don't know if this is just my PC or the Wi-Fi adapter that I bought, but okay, so this is usually how my PC is like sitting here, right? This is the front. If I run a speed test, like my Wi-Fi adapter is all the way in the back. This is my 5G too, so this should be like my fastest. 41, 40, 30. It's going down. Okay, so garbage, right? Now I'm gonna turn my PC around so that the antennas are on the back, and my Wi-Fi adapter, my Wi-Fi, the router is that way. Gonna run the same test, connected to the same server. Bro, like, why? This is like pretty low right now just because I barely turned it around, but earlier it was literally hitting 160. Like, so is my PC always gonna have to be like backwards like this? I don't even know why that's an issue. I might have to buy like some sort of like extension for the adapter if that's like a thing. Like, I don't know, but that's the latest update on my build. I don't know. I think I'm just gonna leave it like this for now so I can get the best results and then maybe find a solution down the line. But it's not, doesn't ruin the whole build, but like, why? I don't know if it's the metal from the case or the metal from like this leg that's interfering, but yeah, that's where we're at right now. So I think this is the actual end of the video. So wasn't perfect, but we tried.